Ducati has been the MotoGP Constructor Champion in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and is likely to win the Constructors' Championship title in 2024 as well. Ducati continues to dominate the championship convincingly. They have demonstrated their ability to achieve absolute speed. In the 2022 season, Ducati broke the MotoGP speed record with their rider Jorge Martin, who reached a speed of 362 km per hour at Mugello. Additionally, another Ducati rider, Enea Bastianini, achieved an impressive speed at the Mugello circuit in 2023, reaching 364.8 km per hour. Although Ducati is no longer the holder of the fastest speed record, as Brad Binder set a new record in the 2023 season with a speed of 366.1 km per hour, Ducati remains a very fast and quick bike, both in corners and on straightaways. Why is Ducati so fast in MotoGP? Simply put, MotoGP has two engine configurations, V4 and inline. Ducati uses a V4 engine configuration which has proven to be the best in terms of bike speed. The V4 engine is narrower, allowing for better aerodynamics. The V4 engine also reduces power loss through engine pumping and generates more horsepower. In fact, the V4 engine has topped inline engines in the last 50 MotoGP championships, winning 88% of the races and achieving 94% of the highest recorded speeds. Ducati has successfully designed an engine that is very sleek and capable of producing incredible horsepower. The crankshaft on the V4 engine used by Ducati is stiffer and shorter compared to the inline engine. The V4 crankshaft also has bearings that reduce friction, allowing the bike to move smoothly and reach astonishing speeds. Ducati also configures their engines at a 90-degree angle, which provides additional speed benefits as this angle allows for better balance, eliminating the need for secondary balancing mechanisms that add extra weight and slow down the vehicle. Ducati uses desmodromic valves in their engines instead of pneumatic valves, maintaining consistent air pressure while running the engine and avoiding valve floating issues. This can increase power, efficiency, and engine performance. However, aside from the bike's engine and aerodynamics, the racetrack also significantly influences how fast a rider can go. Two variable factors of track shape that affect speed are straight lines and corners. In Ducati's case, their strength lies in straight lines. MotoGP tracks consisting of long straightaways allow Ducati to show significant speed achievements compared to tracks with more corners. Although not all tracks allow Ducati to always be fast, they still dominate. How are MotoGP bikes so fast? MotoGP regulations state that bikes must have a four-cylinder engine with a cubic capacity of 1,000 cc and a maximum total weight of 348.33 kilograms. With these strict regulations, engineers work to create high-speed MotoGP bikes. Considering this is a prototype motorcycle race, all MotoGP bikes are custom-made and handcrafted. MotoGP bikes have excellent aerodynamics, producing efficient energy distribution on the circuit without unwanted wheel spin, generating speed in corners, balance in all braking conditions, and programmed traction. All these factors result in a highly specialized and fast MotoGP bike. The design and technology behind MotoGP are significant achievements. It takes a lot of communication through expert teams to perfect the bike by reviewing data from previous races. All race analyses contribute to mastering speed, among other complexities that require perfection to win races. Speed is not just about the bike itself, as a competent rider is also crucial. The rider's posture is essential because if they do not maintain the correct pose, it can create turbulence that results in aerodynamic drag, preventing the bike from reaching its full speed potential. Quick facts about Ducati and MotoGP. Ducati was founded in 1926 and initially was a family-run radio manufacturer. Who would have thought they would make the MotoGP bikes we see today? Ducati joined MotoGP in 2003 and never looked back. They ensured to claim their place in the MotoGP world when they joined in 2003 with their first bike, which still used the desmodromic system, a hallmark of Ducati engineering. The Ducati Desmosedici GP7 is a legacy bike in MotoGP history, with 11 wins and the first double rider and manufacturer title for Ducati in 2007. Behind the wheel of Ducati at that time was Casey Stoner. After Ducati's last victory in 2007, they won the title again in 2020 and onwards. In conclusion, Ducati bikes can be very fast because they use a V4 engine with a 90-degree configuration, minimal pumping loss, and strength on straightaways. Additionally, many other factors influence the speed of MotoGP bikes, but it still requires a great team and phenomenal rider to achieve top speed. While they may not be as fast as the Kawasaki H2R in a straight line, MotoGP bikes can handle corners much better, making them faster overall on a track lap. When compared to world superbike motorcycles, MotoGP bikes are definitely faster. So, what makes MotoGP bikes so fast? Essentially, MotoGP bikes are specially designed for racing. Jorge Martin once held the speed record at 363.6 kilometers per hour at the Mugello circuit in Italy, but Brad Binder broke this record with a KTM RC16, reaching 366.1 kilometers per hour at the same track. The speeds are truly impressive. MotoGP bikes are prototypes. Their engines are designed by engineers to produce maximum power. Rider skill, track conditions, and aerodynamics also play a significant role in the speed of these bikes. There are various reasons why MotoGP riders can achieve top speeds comparable to Formula One cars. MotoGP bikes are not standard production models. Each one is unique and custom-built by specialized teams of engineers and mechanics. These bikes are designed and built at high costs to have maximum aerodynamic flow, maintain traction on the track at all speeds and angles, and accelerate and decelerate very quickly. The engines are designed to produce very high power output. According to MotoGP rules and regulations, these bikes must have 4 cylinders, weigh no more than 158 kilograms, and not exceed 1000 ccc in engine displacement. A standard 1000 CIC production engine can produce around 200 horsepower. Engineers further upgrade these engines by modifying and refining the air intake, exhaust system, carburetor, cylinder head, pistons, crankshaft, and stroke. There are no limits to engine tuning. Unfortunately, MotoGP engineers have never disclosed the exact power of their bikes, but it's estimated that they can produce over 250 horsepower. With the refinements and tuning added by engineers, MotoGP bikes are made from lighter, high-tech materials like carbon fiber, titanium, and magnesium. These materials are used to reduce weight and optimize the power-to-weight ratio. MotoGP engines come in 2 different configurations, inline-4 and V4. The inline-4 engine is shorter than the V4 engine, but the V4 is narrower and can produce more power than the inline-4. The inline-4 is easier to control, while the narrower shape of the V4 provides better aerodynamics, with less power loss and higher power output compared to the inline-4. The inline-4 engine has a longer crankshaft, making it smoother when turning and cornering. During MotoGP races, inline-4 engines can usually slide through corners quickly, while V4 engines tend to perform better on straight sections. Additionally, the V4 crankshaft is shorter than the inline-4, making it stiffer and stronger, delivering more robust power to the bike's wheels. The V4 engine has fewer pumping losses from intake to exhaust, allowing it to produce and maintain more power from the engine to the wheels. Thus, the V4 engine can achieve higher top speeds, with 94% of the highest recorded speeds in MotoGP being achieved by V4-powered bikes. Before a MotoGP race begins, every inch of the track is cleaned of debris, and track officials ensure there are no sandy or slippery surface areas. Tracks with long straights allow riders to reach higher speeds, like the Mugello circuit in Italy, which has one of the longest straights in the MotoGP Championship at 1,141 meters. The world speed record and most of the highest MotoGP speeds have been set at this track. Rider Jorge Martin experienced one of the worst crashes in MotoGP history at the Portuguese Grand Prix due to a front-end issue in a downhill corner. Martin was thrown far and tumbled, resulting in 8 broken bones and requiring 3 surgeries. Despite this horrific crash, he returned to racing as soon as he recovered, and set a new MotoGP speed record at that time. It takes extraordinary courage to get back on a bike and exceed 322 kilometers per hour after such an incident. MotoGP riders are fearless, fit, and mentally tough. Although the design of MotoGP engines and the riders play the most crucial roles in achieving super high speeds, the aerodynamics of the rider and the bike also play a significant role. The better the aerodynamics, the faster the bike goes. Unlike cars, motorcycles have many exposed elements. Even though motorcycles are smaller, they still require more effort to cut through air resistance due to the many exposed elements. These drag elements include the front wheel and fork, side fairings, cold air from the radiator, exhaust, and the rider themselves. All these areas create turbulent airflow around the bike and rider, potentially slowing them down. To tackle this issue, MotoGP designers and engineers continually work to improve the airflow around the bike and rider to enhance speed and top speed on the track. The hump on the rider's back is an interesting development in rider gear. It was first used in 1988 as additional protection to prevent serious injury in a crash. Riders who used this early hump experienced reduced fatigue and greater stability at high speeds. Since then, the hump has been redesigned to maximize smooth airflow over the rider's back, reducing the rider's drag significantly. Back in the 2015 season, MotoGP bikes still looked like regular road bikes. However, everything has changed now. MotoGP bike speeds have increased dramatically, both on straights and in corners. What do you think? Comment below. If you like this video, you can like and subscribe to this channel.